Hello, everybody, and welcome back to the Foundry Reviews. Today it is I, Sly, with John for another episode of The Last of Us. This time, episode 2, Through the Valley. How are you doing, main man?
I'm doing pretty good. I'm actually kind of surprised with this episode. Really happy to be actually talking about it. I've got like kind of conflicting kind of mood on this.
I'm curious to know more, because you know what? I was harsh on the first episode, and I'm not the biggest fan of the second, but it was better. It was a step in the right direction.
I agree. It's funny because the main consensus with video game adaptations, like to movies, is that they don't follow the source material enough. And the one time they actually don't follow the source material, or the giant horde attacks the city, I actually was really in love with that whole moment and the siege.
I loved it.
Yeah, I really enjoyed that part. Everything else was kind of so-so, but it was cool seeing the zombies and the ice and everything like that, and them coming towards the city. I was big into that. I really liked it. Which it's weird to say that was my favorite part, the part that wasn't in the video game. It feels kind of weird.
I didn't really get very far in the game, so I'm gonna rely on you to always say it's source material, or oh, that's a deviation. But I was a big fan of the whole them popping up like snow daisies and using other infected that are dead for warmth.
I don't know if there's a lot of that in the game that I can remember, but I think I remember playing as Abby, or I think Abby. Then Joel saves you at that point in the very, very beginning, and you find the infected in the ice. But it's been a couple years, so I can't really say for sure. But a side note, that'd be a really fun little Foundry playthrough for us to do if we did that together, like kind of a bro op, like side by side of you playing through the game finally. That'd be kind of fun to do.
Us playing the game. That's crazy.
The episode, it's the episode that everyone has been kind of dreading, but I've been kind of looking forward to it as well, because I'm like, how are they going to do this? How are they going to kill Joel Miller? And actually did a huge kind of turn, almost like a swerve almost, where there's a huge portion of the game where they try to humanize and they try to emotionally connect you to the character Abby, and try to get the player to relate with her because of her losing someone, and almost justifying her actions in killing Joel. And they kept that hidden for a large portion of the game. But they came swinging right out of the gates with that. When Abby and Joel, first couple minutes they're interacting with each other, when things chill out a little bit, she's like, hey, here's my whole backstory.
Oh, yeah, no, he's over here with the, hey, do you remember how many people you killed? Do you? It was exactly this and one doctor. I was like, lady, the guy had a biology degree. That dude wasn't making a vaccine. Get out of here.
Yeah. And also I get it. It's she's, I know everyone has lost someone. That's the thing with that. Everyone has lost someone kind of thing. And everyone has said I don't care who Joel has killed. That's me. I was Joel in The Last of Us Part 1. You are killing me in the sequel. That's my character. That's my guy,
Yeah.
It's just something that I don't want to happen. That's even terrifying. A big game that I'm really into, like Gears of War, and even in Gears of War 4, when Marcus Phoenix is an old man, I was terrified they're gonna kill him. Although it's just a story decision, it doesn't affect me. But I was Marcus Phoenix playing in those games. That was my guy. That was my character kind of dude. Whenever I played those games by myself, That's what I associate Gears of War with. And same thing with Joel. That's what I associate The Last of Us with, because that was your character. And
I think a lot of people, though, will pardon a well-done death of a character if it's told right.
Yeah.
I mean, look at Red Dead 1 and Red Dead 2.
Absolutely.
Those are two games back to back where you lose someone that you spend so long with, and no one ever is that was chicken shit. No, it hurts, yes. But no one's ever that was stupid.
Yeah, I mean, one is completely justified. John Marston had a hard life. He did a lot of wrong, but he did a lot of right. He made it right, and at the end of the day, he was served his judgment. And he took it like a man. That's like what happens at the end of the day. And they were telling a longer story of like the government's going to use you just like they use me kind of thing, you know? That's and same thing like Red Dead 2 with Arthur Morgan. It's like he did a lot of wrong and then he realized that, and then I don't know if it's like canon that he became a good man, Arthur, you know? Like despite what ending you get, he tried to do a lot of right and tried to make it right before he passed, you know? Just Last of Us 2 or season 2, it felt like a complete like just going for shock. I feel like it could have been avoided or completely just, I don't know, you could have even sidelined. We could have been like, oh, Joel is near death and he's laid out for the entire rest of the fucking game, you know?
Yeah.
I don't know. Like I said, like I'm not going to chastise the actual decision, but I just really wanted to see how it was going to play out. I showed Discovery the actual scene from the video game after we saw it. She was, of course, pretty fucking pissed, just like every person out there who had no idea what was coming. You know, I've heard so many people say like, well, I'm not going to watch it now. She doesn't give a fuck. She doesn't want to watch the rest of the show now.
Yep. Well, because like that's such a character that you're like, oh yeah, this was the main guy. This is who I'm following. This is who the story's about.
Yeah.
Psych. Yeah, it's devastating.
Yeah, really. It's like, it's almost like Rick Grimes getting killed in The Walking Dead. You know? Unless you actually adequately prep a secondary character to take the fucking lead, which they did not do. There's a terrible actress with terrible writing written for her. But yeah, just the whole interaction with Abby I thought was super fucking cringe. I didn't like any of her cronies. It just felt like a YouTube series. Her falling down the cliff was actually really fucking funny with the ice.
Oh yeah, the slip and slide. Yeah, that had me kind of laughing a bit.
Yeah, that was funny. I think in the game, yeah, originally it was Tommy and Joel that rode up and found Abby.
I was gonna say, I was like, I could have swore that Tommy was there with them for that portion. I don't remember that.
Yeah. Do you think that we'll see Tommy go on a fucking like complete rampage like he did in the video game?
That's something I'm actually eager for. Yeah. I think Tommy needs his day of justice.
Yeah, after episode 2, yeah, I'm like, man, I'm team fucking Tommy now, dude.
Yeah.
Like, I'm team Tommy. That dude is a bad motherfucker in that, dude. Like, I really enjoyed that. He's from Game of Thrones?
The Tommy actor? Ooh. I don't remember. I don't know his name.
I've never seen Game of Thrones. I know Bella Ramsey as like Game of Thrones.
Who's the actor? Is it Gabriel Luna?
Tommy Miller. It was played by. If I can find it really quickly here on IMDb. Yeah, Gabriel Luna. You're correct.
I don't know if he was in Game of Thrones. If he was, I do not remember his character.
Oh yeah, he was in the newer Terminator movie. I forgot.
Oh,
wasn't he in Ghost? Yeah, he was Ghost Rider in Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. too. I forgot about that.
Oh, yes.
I do know him.
Reyes. Yes.
I do know
I remember. Yes.
Yeah.
That's such a different role for him, though. It's crazy.
Oh, yeah, he looks so much different in that. He looks so much younger. It's just the hair, really.
The hairstyle, the mustache, yeah, that changes completely.
Yeah, I forgot he was like the villain in the new Terminator movie, which I've not seen, but damn. Yeah, interesting. So yeah,
he was very good.
Man, it's gonna be a weird. Like, I hear a lot of people too, like complaining, like, oh, you don't complain about Dina not looking like, Dina's actress not looking like her and stuff, and Joel's actor not looking like Joel. Blah blah blah. People are just hating on Bella Ramsey because she's ugly. It's like, honestly, do not care what they look like. I feel like if they play the role in this story well enough, like Tommy's wife, I can't remember. Sarah, is that her name? No, that's not her name.
Maurice?
I don't know what her name is. But
Claudine?
She was white in the game, you know. But I feel like she plays the fucking role well enough,
yeah,
to where like it doesn't matter. I can see through what she looks like. If they play the role of that person and that character in the main character's life, you know, and the show's life, same thing. And I think I just think that's a pretty fucking dumb thing for people. People are just looking for any excuse.
It's a crutch.
Yeah, just people looking for any excuse to. Like I said, the Bella Ramsey love is so fucking forced. And people say
Yeah,
like the hate
I
is
can't
forced.
support her. No, I'm sorry, but her performance is just no.
It's
It's not
awful.
that.
It's like I don't know if it's truly her fault, but it's the writing is not helping at all. And it's like,
No,
dude, give this girl a fucking break and get her some good material to work with. You know, like if she's on Game of
please.
Thrones, then she's gotta have like, she's gotta be decent. You know, halfway decent maybe.
I mean, I don't know if you saw her character in Game of Thrones. It was rough. She was also just a little girl at the time.
Right.
She was supposed to be playing like an 8-year-old that was like a leader. It was not great, and she sounds a lot like that here, just less proper English, you know, because it's a different time period.
Right.
But man, I don't know. She nailed that role better because like that was the vibe. This is just, it's off. I'm not emotionally connected to her. You know what I mean?
No, it's hard to. She feels I'm like repulsed by her character.
Abby's actress? Now that Abby's actress makes me feel something.
Yeah, I thought her performance was almost made me laugh with like her like kind of giving her spiel. She's like, like I thought it was kind of funny.
I'm not gonna lie, yeah, that part was humorous, especially with Joel just being like, "Yeah, shut the fuck up, man." Just
Yeah,
get this
he's
over
like, this
with."
shit mean nothing to me, man. Like he did not give a
He's
fuck.
like, I was molded by this.
Yeah, he was I could not given less of a fuck right there, but it's yeah, it's pretty good.
Yeah.
I guess I think I just have to see more of her, really.
I'm curious to see what's gonna happen to the settlement of Jackson, because that didn't happen in the game, right?
Yeah, right. So I think typically what happened in the game is that they went home, recovered, and then she immediately left with Dina to go hunt down. Yeah. And then I think the kind of patriarch guard, I cannot remember his name, but Dina's ex, he eventually followed, and so did Tommy eventually followed, and then we never saw Jackson for the rest of the game.
Right.
Then there was a settlement towards the very end of the game that, or like a little farmhouse that Dina and Ellie were at, like towards the end of the game. But I don't think we saw
Prairies
Jackson
and shit,
like
yeah.
ever again.
I feel like this might be a more natural way to tell the story of why they don't circle back to Jackson and why Tommy might go on the hunt to begin with, because it's like, what does he have there to tie him down other than his wife and like kid?
Well, I say an entire settlement that's depending on them. I feel like he's even more compelled to stay now.
I would argue he's more like, bro, like this, like what's left? Like that was my bro kind of thing.
I feel like they've been building a city for years and years, and I
Agreed.
feel like they would totally, like he would be even more compelled to stay there and build it back up and repair it and care for all the people that they've like almost like adopted, you know?
Do you think they might write out his hunting session?
I feel like they would.
Do you think so? You think they might actually sideline that storyline and make him just like a, team rebuild Jackson?
I feel like
let Ellie do the hunt.
I don't know, because I actually do not know, because this episode they were highlighting that like he is a bad motherfucker, like he is a capable killing machine,
He's
just like Joel. Yeah. Like he's just like Joel. He can do it. But I mean, like I feel like he's got a lot going on right now to be doing that. But they mentioned in the very first episode that the Isaac character, which is like kind of the bad guy that Abby worked for, who was like the leader of the military group that she was a part of. And I wonder if we're gonna get any of like there was like kind of that cult-like character like in the forest that you would use like the bow and arrows, and they didn't like using technology. And I cannot remember their name, but they were like the Firefly substitutes. They had an evil little faction that were going after them. What the fuck happened to Last of Us 2 factions? Wasn't there multiplayer coming out for that?
I can never remember.
I forgot that completely was supposed to be a thing. But yeah, they had a different faction. I'm curious if we're going to see that, like, hey, this episode or this part is going to be strictly focused on Abby. Like, we're going to humanize it. We're going to build up Abby as a character. I don't know if we're going to see any of that, but the show could go a lot of different ways.
I am excited. That's one of the things I'm looking forward to the most of the show, is seeing the factions. Like that one scene with the big guy that like absolutely knocks out the child with the bow and arrow.
Oh yeah, like that. I love the Santa Barbara area. That part of the game was fucking sick. Yeah, I was just thinking about that. I was gonna look that up. I was trying to send it to you.
Please. Honestly, I'm really excited for that. And then, shaky as I am about, Bella Ramsey's portrayal of Ellie, I do want to see that, scrappy side of her come out when she's on the hunt for Abby. And I don't know how that's going to look. I just hope it's not laughable. I want like a genuine, like, muscle meets cunning kind of fight showdown towards
Yeah,
the end.
I want to
If I
see
don't
her
get that, I'm gonna be
underdog
bummed.
ability be like I want to see the growth that she has been through. Everyone seems like they underestimate her, and she's like, I've been training and I've been working, and I'm gonna honor Joel by showing like off what he's taught her and murdering some folks, and surviving.
Do you think they're gonna implement the guitar scene?
I don't know
Because they
because
slipped right by it in episode 1.
yeah,
And
he's like,
obviously
I'll
we
fix
knew
your
they were doing
strings.
episode 2.
Yeah,
Yeah,
and
and
I
I
don't
was
know.
like, I'm hoping at some point maybe she picks up a guitar. And
I don't know. Maybe Tommy's like, hey, I fixed this up for you because he didn't get to it or something. I don't know.
Yeah, I'm like, there needs to be like a flashback, I think, of Pedro.
Yeah, I think we'll definitely get some flashback. There's a ton of flashbacks in the actual game,
In the game.
in between like Last of Us 1 and 2. That was like taught her a lot of things, and they actually had like a lot of emotional moments that brought them a lot closer and gave you more feels where it was like mother or a father or daughter relationship.
Right.
Yeah, but like I said, like I enjoyed it for the most part. There was all the scenes like Abby, I was just like, let's get through it. Let's just get it on because I just want to see what's coming. I didn't think it was that awful,
Yeah.
But I was just really, I'm like, I think I said out loud, like during the horde sequence, I'm like, this is fucking awesome. Like this is
Yeah.
this is sick. Like I'm big into zombies. I love zombie shit. So I was really big into that. I'm like, this is pretty fucking cool. Like whenever you get that kind of Last of Us stuff, there's more like, hey, it's like it's a guy kind of scrapping with a couple clickers or something, getting out barely alive, Like it's an intense short stint, it doesn't last forever, but like just the quality of it like hits you so fucking hard and so intense that it's like it doesn't need to have like, oh, there's 400 zombies chasing me type of thing like that, like Days Gone, it's like
This
a
felt
different
like
type.
The Defense of Minas Tirith, but like zombie form.
Yeah, it was pretty cool. I love the flamethrower guys that like they all set up for the flamethrower and they just run away, like have them run
Yeah, the
away.
two
I thought it was
chumps.
hilarious. Yeah, I thought that
funny.
I thought that was fucking funny. Yeah, but I guess we can are we missing it a lot?
Not really. No, they take his body back down the hill.
Yeah, that
And
was
we've
quite
got-
sad.
Yeah, I guess more of that central nervous system of the shrooms.
Mm-hmm.
I think that was kind of how Jackson came under siege after, I guess we could say Abby woke them up with her slip and slide in the snow. Yeah, so I was like, I like how everything's kind of like affecting the same region, but like throughout the area.
Yeah,
I thought that was a neat little domino effect.
I did like how they mentioned before, they're like, hey, like there could be tons of affected in the ice, and you know what? They were right.
Sure was.
Yeah, and I like how they kind of prepared for it. Like they had a backup plan type of thing like that. So I think maybe after tons of repairs and cleanup crews of getting a lot of zombies out of there, they'll be fine.
Real. Yeah, it'll take a little bit. Those dogs are badass.
Oh yeah, the fucking dog moment. Oh, so fucking cool, dude.
That dog moment caught me off guard. I was like, holy shit.
Yeah, that's like that moment when like the medieval siege where everyone slams into shields, like that fucking moment. I was like, damn, so cool, dude. I was really big into that moment. I really liked that episode. I mean, hating on the show like a motherfucker, but I was like, that was fucking sick, dude. I probably won't see anything like that in a fat minute from Last of Us. That's what Kansas City should have felt like in season 1.
Yes, that's fair. That is fair.
But I guess we can give a number of reviews, and before I think we got really low.
Yeah, we absolutely underdogged that first episode.
I'm gonna give it a 7, dude. I really like the horde.
What? Yeah, I was gonna give it a 6. That's a lot more. We're in the same relative area. For
Fuck
this
yeah,
one.
dude. Good on you. Good on you, Last of Us folks. You actually you convinced some fucking haters. So good on you guys.
You delivered. Now we'll see who's left for like episodes 3 and so on.
I'll eat some words. You know, I've seen a lot of Bella Ramsey, so I don't really have any hope. But I still have the jury's still out for Abby. You know, I'll let you make it up. I'm not gonna be too biased with that shit. But
Yeah,
I will
I'm
wait and
optimistic
see.
for Abby. I'm excited for Tommy.
Me
and
too.
I'm hopeful for Ellie.
Yeah. So like. We got some work, you know. Ellie's gonna have a completely different vibe. You know, she's gonna be out of her comfort zone. She's gonna be wanting revenge, and she's gonna have like maybe the confidence of Dina, but also like she's got Joel's loss on her too. So we may be looking at a completely different personality change.
True.
Yeah. So, but yeah, if you guys enjoyed the review, please make sure to leave some support for the slugs. Check out some of the dink links down below. Don't forget to let us know down below in the comments what you thought about the episode yourself. But we'll see you guys later on the next review for some more Last of Us Part 2. Bye, guys.
Bye.